Emrick, first of all, congratulations on signing with the Vancouver Whitecaps. How did it feel to sign with the Caps here?
I mean, obviously for me, very grateful, very happy, excited for a new challenge, obviously. And then, yeah, joining a team like Whitecaps, that's top of the West right now, and then just competing for every title is just great for me, so yeah.
How closely have you followed this team? Obviously, playing with Vancouver FC, it's not far away, but
Yeah,
you've been following
very
the Caps quite
closely. Actually, when I was back in Montreal, it was a team that I didn't really follow because it was like all the way to the West. But since I joined VFC, I've just gotten to watch them so much. And then even last year, I remember the Champions Cup games that I came here against Inter Miami and stuff. And then just, yeah, regularly now. It's a team that I watch all the time. Really.
What did you notice about this team, impress you about this team that made you want to sign here?
I think for me, it's just the mentality and the work rate. You can see everybody's on the same page. Everybody wants to work for each other, work for their teammate. And then just the spirit. You see the way they celebrate goals, even in the locker room, the way everybody is. Just, I think everybody's on the same page and looking at the same goals, really.
Did you have much interaction with Coach Jesper Sorensen before or after the decision to sign here?
Yeah, mostly after. Not really tactical, more about my health and my fitness, and then about my last camp with national team. But yeah, he looks like a great person, and I'm very happy to work with him.
What kind of player are you? What can fans expect to see from Emrick Fotsing?
I would say I'm like a box-to-box midfielder, like versatile, complete. I like to go up and down, arrive late in the box, and then win my duels, win my battles in the middle of the pitch. I like to be involved in all phases of the play, really.
What did you? Is there anything that you learned from any teammates, maybe with the U20 team, that had connections to the Whitecaps that helped you make this decision?
Yeah, actually, Nico Mesquita, that was here at Whitecaps before. For him, it was just about the work rate and just showing up every day. You know, sometimes as a young player, you might not be locked in, focused all the time. You might be like, kind of like, just flowing and not really giving your 100%. But then with him, it's just about showing up every day and then just being at your top all the time.
What was your experience like with Vancouver FC? What's it been like, and how important has that been, Canadian Premier League, to your development?
For me, it's been the best thing possible for my development because I left the academy and coming to VFC, being able to play against men regularly, week in, week out, and just the competition, playing against fans, adversity, not playing against Whitecaps last year, playing MLS clubs, stuff like that. It's just, for a young player, it's just the best thing to grow. So for me, it's great.
What sort of influences Martin Nash had on you in this decision now?
No, he's been great. It's just for him, it's just the trust that he put in me, to let me play in games with high stakes, against big teams, and then just believing in me and believing in my abilities, and then just gave me the platform to showcase them after. Really.
Just to follow up on that, Martin Nash is a former captain of Vancouver Whitecaps, spent for I believe like a decade at the club, has spent time here, just interacting with the coaches. Just talk about, did he tell you anything about the club and help you make that decision, why Vancouver Whitecaps were the right choice at this time?
To be fair, no, not really. But like for me, the goal was always to go to the next level. So whenever we talked, me and him, it was always about how's the next step, how's bigger clubs, how they work, the way you have to be over there, the way you have to behave and show up every day. So he didn't talk to me specifically about Whitecaps, but every time we're just talking about how can I take that next step, really.
And for you, obviously from Montreal, more of the East Coast, what is life like for you, and how is the West Coast different, and why is it the best coast?
To be fair, no, here it's great. Like the weather, I'd say it's better than Montreal. Like some people like the snow. I'm not a big snow guy, so here I'd say it's a bit better. There's a lot of rain, but then in terms of like nature and then the scenery, I would say it's more beautiful in here than in the East Coast. Like the mountains, beaches, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a new environment, but it's good to experience both.
What about the food?
I like the food more in Montreal. I'll say I like the food more in Montreal, to be fair.
That's all right.
But I've gotten to get more into like the Asian culture in here, so yeah, I'm just trying new stuff. I would say, yeah.
It's all right. Good. Well done.